All right. I think we're live.
Hey,
look at that. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to FunnelHackerTV. We're excited to have you guys here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We are on day 2 of Inner Circle. It is halfway through the day. Lunch has started. Everyone's in here eating their lunch, and we are so excited to give you kind of our takeaways and everything coming up. You also have something happening next week that we're going to tell you all about here, but let's go ahead and roll the intro, and then we'll get started.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Guys, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We are so excited to have you guys here. We are in the Inner Circle, so we are here with everybody. It's lunchtime. We have had 24 hours to soak up some crazy, amazing details we want to give to you guys. We've been taking notes, and it's almost we just want to spend the time talking with you guys and share some of the insights. We have 151 funnel hackers who have won a 2 Comma Club award in the room, and they're all sharing their very best. We actually just finished all of the sharing. Now they're going to get on stage. It's going to be the best of the best that share on stage, and it's going to be really cool. So that's going to happen. Then we're going to have a special speaker that we don't even know who it is. So this is going to be good. And then after that, Russell gives the final goodbyes. So we want to give you guys all the details. So first thing that's going to happen, number 1, we have funnel forecast. We want to make sure that you guys know what's happening next week because there's some crazy stuff going on. Number 2, we want to make sure that you guys are good to go. So we're going to do the water cooler. We're going to talk about what's going on the socials, and then we're going to talk about what's going on location. So we're going to do Funnel Hacker on location, talk about the Inner Circle, and go through all that step by step. Susan, something crazy is happening next week. You know what it is.
Oh, I do know what it is. I'm so excited for this. Okay, we're just going to lay it on you. We aren't even going to tease you to wait till the end here. Okay, next week, starting Monday,
Yes.
and it really goes through the entire week. There is going to be the first ever funnel games competition. It is open to the certified funnel builders of ClickFunnels that are going to be competing. It's the best of the best funnel builders. They're going to be competing to see who is actually going to be able to take what the assignment is given and turn it into something profitable for Russell, for ClickFunnels. It's going to be for like a real company, a real product, and they are going to be challenged with building a funnel that is going to have real traffic sent to it.
Yes.
And it's going to be so amazing. So you can, if you're watching this and you are a certified funnel builder, I'm pretty sure you can go to funnelgames.com and go sign up to be a participant.
Yes.
And then if you are not, and you're like, I just want to watch that sounds amazing and cool to just watch and see what happens.
Yep.
You can also go to funnelgames.com and you can actually register to be a participant and just get the notifications and emails about what's going on there. It's happening all next week. People are going to be eliminated throughout the week, and it's going to be so fun.
So good. Okay, so here's the deal. If you guys have ever felt like you're one of the best funnel builders, like, like I could build that funnel, or I could do this, I could do that. What if you got the opportunity to be able to do that with one of Russell's brands? And you were able to do that with something that's proven. And you were able to, we just gave you the ass and said, give it a shot. How does it work? Go and compete with everybody else. Could you win? That's the question. We're going to put our money behind your funnel and go ahead and test it. If you're not certified, go to funnelgames.com, figure out how you can join the program, join the contest. And if you guys just want to watch, it's happening all next week. That is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a daily event. We are so excited. You guys want to know what's happening. Definitely go register for all the details because it's going to be, this is the first time we're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good.
It's going to be
good. All right. So funnel games. Next, let's talk about what's going on Russell's social. If you guys haven't noticed, by the water cooler, we got some really cool stuff happening. So water cooler is that point where we get to all talk about just the cool things that are happening in ClickFunnels. And you might notice kind of what's happening. Russell is walking around the Inner Circle, sharing all the things that's happening in the Inner Circle. So that's him walking around backstage, getting everything set up. Like you can see on all of his socials, the entire journey, including highlights. You can see it in ClickFunnels, all these different spots, all the cool highlights of everything that's happening. So if you miss being in the room and you want to have Russell give you a private tour, you should be following Russell's social. We all know this. Make sure that you're following. Did I miss anything on that? I think we're good.
I'm like watching Russell here in the room, just chatting it up with everybody. And it's really, really cool.
this one of those rooms where he actually feels comfortable having the conversations with everybody. And it's really a lot of fun. All right.
Awesome.
Should we get into On Location?
Yeah.
I think we should talk about everything
Let's
that's happening. Yes. Okay. We have pages of notes. Susan's got her little summary. I've got mine. And we're going to go through these and just kind of talk about them really quick. Do you want to kick us off?
Okay, yes.
What stood out to you?
So we went live with you guys halfway through day 1 yesterday.
Yep.
We were just getting started.
Yeah.
Then we had all the rest of yesterday, and then we've had half a day today. And so Ben's got pages and pages of just little takeaways. I've got pages of notes, and I've got my little summaries here.
Full on notes.
I've got so many to share, but I want to one really awesome one from yesterday that this person. Okay, so what happens in Inner Circle is that we break out into rooms. Yep. And they do like their own individual rooms of share gives and asks, and then at the end of the day, the moderators from those rooms, I don't even know if that's the right word, moderator from those rooms, facilitators, they decide on one person from their room to come up in front of everybody at the end of the day, and it's kind of it's a best of the day. And so this person, his name's Jason Friedman. He got chosen out of the room that I was in, and it's because he shared pure gold. He got up here and shared how to, oh my gosh, he had this whole framework about how to basically reduce friction and increase stickiness in your programs.
Yeah.
I'll use a term that Russell likes to use. But one of the cool things that he shared that I'd never heard before was about rituals. He talked about how he shared the story of this group of people that they got together where their ritual became surrounded by a coin. Like it all encompassed this coin. And whenever they would get together in person, they had to have this coin with them. And the coin represented the identity that they were all taking on inside of this movement, inside of this community. And if they didn't have their coin, they would have to do push-ups or something. Like they were penalized for not having it with them. So if they knew that they were going to be at something where they could potentially run into somebody somebody that's within that same community, they had to have their coin with them. So it was just things like that of how can you bring a ritual or a tradition into your movement, in your community, and further deepen those relationships and that identity that you are asking them to take on, and that they are, if you're building a movement, you're asking them to take it on for a lifetime, just like, funnel hackers, right? And I thought that was awesome.
That was cool. So Allison Prince spoke on one of mine, and I jumped around a couple of the rooms. Allison Prince talked about how she creates evergreen greens, and she talked, or evergreen leads. There we go. How to make evergreen leads and how to make that grow in her business. And she talked about all the different power-ups that she uses from influencers, from in some businesses ads, in other businesses, and just started to share all these different strategies. And the cool thing was, usually in the Inner Circle, you do a give, you share the one thing that you've learned that's been most powerful in the last couple of months. And then you also do an ask, and you're like, I need help with this. And she goes, I've been in the Inner Circle for years. I've come to discover that the asks that I have usually aren't what I need. What I need is actually provided by all of you in the room already. And so as we start to share these with you, these are the gold. And this is just us trying to share as much of the gold with you as possible. So we had Myron Golden yesterday talk about the 3 revolutionary money beliefs. I've never heard these before. I heard the first one. And then he talks about how price is law. He talks about the square root of anything equals half of the results. There were some crazy strategies inside of there that just took everything and just changed my entire mind. So rapid fire, what were a couple things that were
rapid fire? Yeah. Okay. Keep your content fresh. This came from Adam Ivy. Keep content fresh, meaning if you're posting to more than one platform, don't post the same thing to all of them all on the same day. Have a cycle of it. And then also vary the type of content you're putting out so it doesn't get stale and old. Also build dramatic demos into your content. Why have them make it multiple steps to get it to a dramatic demo? Just do it in your content. Edward Collins dropped the idea of you need 11 touch points with people and minimum of 7 hours together before they actually trust you enough to move on. So content, like start publishing content if you're not doing it already. And then leveraging micro commitments in your content of like, not so much around like your offers, but around like the results that you're trying to get them. Like who's ready to be able to do X, Y, Z. Like if,
is that from Richmond?
No, that's from, he also talked about
Richmond,
something like that.
Richmond was cool. So Richmond came on stage. Richmond Din talked about challenges, and he hit specifically on how your challenges need to make sure that like every single day you're giving them a decision. So that way, when it comes to the decision of the offer, they're not lost. You've given them decisions all the way through and they felt comfortable making those decisions. And those decisions are very similar to the homework. But what you do is you just align those micro decisions to meet the goal that you want them to make at the end. What's that offer? And having that bridge there is, oh my gosh, it was so cool. So he talked about that. Marley Jacks talked about disruption marketing, how she's put out 2 videos that disrupted and have scaled and grown far more than everything else she's done in the past, and how she's changing their entire business and their offers and accordingly. So she talked about that and how to create your internal media company. We had Preston. So Preston and his wife are in a cupcake. Is it cupcakes? It's cookies. It's cookies business. And he's like, I'm the CPA for my wife, and I like all the credit card secrets. He's like, I want to know how to make my business credit cards pay for my trip to Hawaii, which we are taking, and points are covering 100%. How do I do that? And so we started sharing these things. It was like, holy cow, build a business off that, please, Preston. It was so good. And then what was that last one? Oh, the power of USG or UGS. User-generated content.
UGC.
UGC.
Okay, there's so many acronyms flying around everywhere with everybody's frameworks.
UGC. And it was so cool, like how UGC, each platform is now asking the people that are in the platform to talk and showcasing them. It's almost something that Russell brought up yesterday on his Q&As.
Yeah.
Like people asked Russell, like, how do you make money, how to make money online without how to make money online? How do you do that? And he said, well, the way that I do it is at first I had to focus on my success. Now I focus on everybody else's. And they talked about how user-generated content is just the easiest way to do that. And it's changing the game.
So the same guys that talked about the user-generated content, it's William and Arya, and I didn't catch last name. So William and Arya, they're killing it in their space. Just awesome. And they also delivered another golden nugget that I want to share. It's so good. But what they do is so they got their webinar registration page, and then immediately after that, on the next page, they actually invite people to purchase a $47 VSL, and the VSL is just a shortened version of what they are going to deliver on the webinar, and they get people to like buy a lot faster than waiting for the webinar and then buying. And then they also, after they have bought the thing that they're selling, they do mandatory onboarding calls. So they have 100% show up rate because it's mandatory, but they treat those onboarding calls as a way to sell their next offer. And they have a 20 to 30% conversion rate.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Oh, okay. So like in following the linchpin strategy, you're always supposed to sell your continuity as the VIP. I've always thought like your VIP offer for like a webinar would be like joining afterwards, but this whole idea of doing like selling a VSL version of the webinar, that's cool. Yeah. That gives you like 2 punches at the same pitch at the end.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was really, really good.
Oh my gosh.
Another one I want to share real quick because and then we have to wrap this up because
we got to get off the stage.
But another one that just absolutely was crazy was Travis Ziegler. He shared how he's actually sending ads, Google ads to blog posts, but the way that he structures his blog posts is awesome. So I wrote it down. First of all, he uses problem keywords in his blog posts instead of what most people do is product keywords.
Got it.
And he's like, problem keywords are not really used very well. And so he does really well with them.
No.
So they're not used often.
So
he uses problem keywords in his blog posts. And then at the end of every one of his blogs, he's sending them to his Mifke funnel. And then he's also using retargeting ads for anyone who landed on any of his blog posts. He's retargeting with his Mifke offer. And then on his blog post, he has a pop-up, like an exit pop-up, I think is what he said, where he's inviting them to his email list. And guess what he's doing in his email list? He's inviting them to his Mifki.
Yes.
And it's like, even if you don't run ads, like how powerful would that be? Like, and even without blog posts, let's like just say, insert anything, insert YouTube videos or whatever, like just everything going to Mifki, like all roads lead to Mifki is the big takeaway there. When you are spending so much time nurturing people with your content.
Dang, that is so cool. All right. See if there's any one last thing that I can give you guys. We didn't even talk about, there was an Instagram framework. They shared like what they do for every 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 seconds in order to make it work every single time. There was a couple over here that does eBay flipping. They're talking about recreating their offer and like, what do we do? Because we've given this lifetime access. This is a room that so much gold has been dusted on everybody. If it was Peter Pan, we'd all be flying. Like this was some magic fairy dust. It was so good. It was brilliance. And it almost gave me a new definition of what it means to be rich. Like a lot of us feel like being rich is to have all the different things. When you're in this room, you realize you have all the different options and all the different abilities. And you wait for that one thing that hits you just right to move in your business. And everyone's looking for that one thing. And we need to get off stage because everyone's about to share their one thing. They're about to all the different breakout rooms are going to choose one person. They're going to come on stage, share that magic with the entire room. So guys, we have loved having you here. A couple of different call to actions. Number one, FunnelGames.com. If you're not signed up, you need to go and sign up either to watch or to participate. We've got some really cool stuff there. You want to make sure that you guys are part of the Funnel Games happening next week. So make sure you go to FunnelGames.com. You're registered in order to join. It's going to be cool, guys. This is going to be the bomb diggity. You want to be in on this. So FunnelGames.com. Number two, make sure that you're here to get all the different details we're going to give, because this is not the end. We are going to keep going the rest of the week.
It's only Tuesday.
Yeah. So it's only Tuesday. Inner Circle continues for the entire week. We're going to come back to you guys on Thursday. So if you guys want to get a reminder when we go live, simply text FHTV to 208-231-379. Is that on my side? Nope, it's on your side.
Oh, it's on my side. It's
Go
down
ahead
here
and
at
text
the bottom.
208-231-3797. That's FHTV. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Right. Bye.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you. It's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.